Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Emiley, a digital marketer, and in this video I am going to be sharing my ultimate hashtag guide to using hashtags on Instagram, because I know this is something a lot of small businesses are struggling with. It's such an easy thing to get right, but so many people get it so wrong. So keep watching this video to get my 7 best practices for using hashtags the right way on Instagram and to ensure you get more engagement on your posts. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. On my channel, I talk about lots of different strategies for building a brand online, a lot of tutorials and tips as well. I have loads of experience in content strategy and brand marketing, and it's so my passion. I love it so much. But I love brand storytelling. So if this is something you're struggling to do on your Instagram account, or you have no idea what brand storytelling is about, download my freebie, which is the brand storytelling guide, which is all about 10 ideas that you can start implementing in your content strategy right away, as well as 30 caption starters, so you never have to feel like you don't know what to say on Instagram, because I know this is something we all struggle with. In my video last week, I talked about how many hashtags you should be using on Instagram. There's a lot of controversy around this topic and a lot of different opinions, but I've shared my opinion and hopefully it's something that makes sense to you. I have done research, so it is a good one. If you want to watch that one, it's right up there. So love them or hate them, hashtags are so important on Instagram because they're how you get found, so how you get your reach, and how you get more followers. So they're basically how Instagram organizes photos and how people can then look for a different hashtag and get a whole host of different images, so they'll find new accounts to follow and engage with. So in this video, you'll learn the 7 best practices for using hashtags on Instagram, as well as some actionable tips for getting started and actually start implementing this one right away. So number 1 is the number of hashtags. So there is a maximum of hashtags that you can use. So Instagram allows you to put 30 hashtags on a post and 10 hashtags in a story. I personally recommend you should use the maximum because it gives you the most amount of opportunities to be seen by more people. There are a lot of people that think that this looks spammy, but I don't agree, especially if you know how to hide your hashtags. If you don't know how to do that, make sure you watch my video, How to Hide Hashtags on Instagram. It's my most popular video, so it's obviously something that people are really excited to learn more about. So watch that one there. Number 2 is finding relevant hashtags. So what I mean by relevant hashtags are not the big generic hashtags that have millions and millions of posts. Why? Because even though there's millions and millions of people posting about them, you're gonna get lost. Unless you're getting crazy engagement as soon as you post a photo, you're never gonna be seen by anybody. So there are, hashtags like hashtag blessed or hashtag good or hashtag healthy or hashtag happy, but these are so generic and don't really mean anything about your brand, your product, your service, your industry, your ideal customer. There's nothing that really is relevant there. So getting to know what hashtags are relevant will help you build your following. And I actually share how you can find more relevant hashtags in this video right here. Number 3 is to follow hashtags. So this is something that Instagram brought out earlier this year in 2018. And basically it means that you can follow hashtags. And so then posts from those hashtags come up in your feed. If you're not doing this already, I highly recommend you do, especially for any community hashtags or super niche hashtags that you'd love to see what your audience are talking about. Or especially if you've got any branded hashtags, so you can keep an eye on that user-generated content that's being created. So now there are the follow hashtags. It means that people can actually mark photos as irrelevant if they don't actually match that hashtag. So if you're using a hashtag that's really popular, but actually doesn't have anything to do with your brand or the photo, then people can actually mark it as inappropriate or non-relevant. So, and if you get too many of these, Instagram might think your account's super spammy, which we don't want. Number 4 is switch up your hashtags. So on that note about spamminess, Instagram doesn't like it when you just copy and paste the same 30 hashtags again and again and again. So make sure you create hashtag sets that are relevant to your audience and to the content themes that you're talking about. So maybe there's 5 different topics you like to talk about, have 5 different hashtag sets, or you may like to have multiples in there as well. Another great piece of advice would be to allow your last 5 hashtags to be really relevant to the post. So say there's a photo of you and you're on a beach. Use the last 5 hashtags to talk about that location. So it might be, I live in Perth in Western Australia, so I might have Perth beaches or the name of the beach or something like that. While this may not be targeting people that are super relevant to your niche or your business, you might get a little bit more engagement, which helps to create this idea in Instagram's mind that this is an interesting post, and then it's going to be more likely to show that post to more of your followers, but also get greater reach on your other hashtags. Tip number 5 is to create hashtag sets. So I've just talked about hashtag sets, but basically what that means is to create groups of hashtags based on a particular content theme. So say, for example, one of my hashtag sets is Girl Boss. So I talk about women in business a lot on my Instagram, as well as supporting women and stuff like that. So all my hashtags within that set are relevant to that topic. However, then on another track, I talk about brand storytelling, and I have a hashtag set that's created for brand storytelling as well. Best practice number 6 is to avoid gimmicky hashtags. So hashtags like follow for follow or like for like or hashtag blessed or hashtag happy. These are not relevant and they're not going to actually engage with the audience that you're trying to reach. So number 7 is use hashtags that are relevant to your ideal customer. So often we use hashtags that describe what it is we actually do, but we don't use the hashtags that are relevant to who we're trying to reach. So say, for example, you sell a product that is completely targeted at mums. Make sure some of the hashtags that you're using are mum relevant. So it might be hashtag mum life or hashtag mum knows best. Even though that's not about your product, it is a super relevant hashtag. So if mums are searching those hashtags, your product will be coming up in that search. So they're my 7 best practices for hashtag strategy on Instagram in 2018. I hope you've learned something new, and one of these best practices is something you've never actually tried. So hopefully you can try that one out now. Comment below if any of these are new to you. Otherwise, let me know if there's any other questions you have about hashtag strategies and how you can help grow your Instagram following and grow your brand using hashtags. So that is it for me for another day. I have another video coming out next Tuesday. I release new videos every week. So if you're interested in building your brand online, make sure you hit subscribe and subscribe to my channel so you can be notified when my next video goes live, because I've got so many tutorials, tips, strategies, interviews, and lots of other goodness. So that's it for me for now. So until next time, bye for now.